Coming up today on this week's episode, Infinity Ward releases exclusive details related to Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Elite, Gears of War 3 to offer Season Pass for content-hungry gamers, President of EA Labels questions PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720, and much, much more. This is Nick's Gaming View. Hello everybody, welcome to Nick's Gaming View episode number 51. You're here with your host, Nick McCandless. Infinity Ward releases exclusive details related to Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Elite. During the 2011 Call of Duty XP event, Robert Bowen of Infinity Ward took the stage and unleashed the following details related to Modern Warfare 3. Kill streaks have been replaced with specialist packages such as Assault, Support, Specialist. Support kill streaks won't reset when you die. Weapons get better the more you use them. There will be a new game mode called Kill Confirm where you must retrieve a downed player's dog tag to get the kill. If a teammate dies and you get the dog tags, you prevent the kill registering. There will also be a new mode called Team Defender, which they didn't detail too much. There's also going to be the Prestige Shop where you can choose how you are rewarded for prestiging in the game. All emblems you earn in Spec Ops will carry over to the multiplayer. The highly requested Bouncing Betty type exclusive will make its return from World at War along with throwing knives and stealth bombers. There's also been confirmation that there will be radio controlled machine guns and a kill streak that intercepts RPGs, grenade launchers, and more. One-man army, shotgun as secondary, commando, and last stand perks have been removed based on demand. And with the new Hardline Pro perk, for every 2 assists, you get 1 kill. While speaking on Call of Duty Elite, Robert Bowen had the following to announce. At the price of $49.99 a year, Call of Duty Elite offers every piece of DLC early and for free, confirmed monthly updates and DLC monthly content featuring maps, Spec Op missions, guns, and more. Daily competitions for iPads, Jeeps, trophies, and more, the ability to level up your clan, 8 times more space for recorded media, access to expert analysis related to guns, maps, kill spots, and more, and lastly, Elite TV containing premium content from Jason Bateman from Arrested Development and Tony and Ridley Scott, both of which are highly successful film directors. Whew, that's a lot of information, and that's why Infinity Ward held their very own event to cover all of this information. Modern Warfare 3 is going to be a huge title when it launches in November of this year, but Call of Duty Elite, I must say I'm impressed. When they first talked about Call of Duty Elite, I was like, I don't think this is going to go over too well. But the fact that you're going to be getting DLC included within that $49.99 charge, and there will be new DLC each and every month, I don't think it's that bad of a deal for the DLC aspect alone. Look at how much they've charged for previous DLC packs. $15 for 3 maps, 2 maps. So if you get a year's worth and they come out with new content every month for $50, do the math, you'll save in money just on DLC alone. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Now, Gears of War 3 will receive its own Season Pass. Available on the day Gears of War 3 launches, September 20th, Microsoft and Epic Games will be offering the Season Pass for the price of $30, equivalent to 2,400 Microsoft points, providing all gamers with the first 4 installments of DLC over the course of the next year. With the first release planned for November this year, the Season Pass represents a 33% discount on the regular price of the 4 add-ons. Once again, a great deal. If you plan on buying all the Gears of War 3 DLC, why not just pay the $30 instead of paying $45 for all the content? Once again, a great deal for all the people who want more content for the games that they invest in. Now, President of EA Labels questions the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720. With the current generation of consoles approaching their 5 to 6 year mark, it is no surprise to hear talks of the upcoming generation of consoles. While the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 still have potential that is yet to be seen, I mean, just look at Uncharted 3 and Gears of War 3, developers are always aching to work on the latest and greatest hardware, except maybe Electronic Arts. During an interview with CVG this week, Frank Gibeau, president of EA Labels, had the following to say when asked about evolving into the next generation of consoles. Quote, "It's hard for me to conceive what you would do on a PlayStation 4. The displays are already 1080p. You've already connected to the internet. You could make it faster, you could have more polys, and you could up the graphics a little bit, but at what cost? It'll be interesting to see how Sony and Microsoft think about it in terms of the next generation. But it seems to me that customers are happy. And we're happy to build games on 360 and PS3 right now. So I can agree with Frank Gibeau to a certain extent. Sure, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720 may not do 4K resolution, because 4K televisions aren't even close to hitting the market yet. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that these companies should not evolve their consoles. Now don't get me wrong, I don't want the next consoles to come out next year like the new Wii. But 2013, 2014 is when they should start working towards that. And if they start working on it in 2012, that gives them 2 years. If it launches in 2014, it gives them 2 years to prepare and create a solid game for the console. I mean, look at Epic Games, for example. They're constantly complaining about, hey, we need more RAM, we want more RAM, we want to do this, but we can't because there's not enough RAM in the console. They're not talking about, oh, we want 4K resolution. Resolution is not everything. Yes, it's important, but it's not everything. Look at ID Software, John Carmack. You all know who he is. And he's ready to move on. And Rage hasn't even come out yet, and he's ready to move on. So yes, I don't want them to come out right this instant, but 3 years from the road, I think it's time to kind of move to the next generation of consoles. And look at Sony. Hey, we can't do cross-game chat on the PS3 because there's not enough RAM. You learned your lesson. PlayStation 4, put enough RAM for high-quality games and cross-game chat. And possibly any other applications they come out with. A lot of people are like, well, why don't they just do what they do in the Nintendo 64, where it's a USB stick with RAM, expanding the capabilities of the console. Problem with that is that the PS3s use USB 2.0, and to be transferring all that data back and forth is not fast enough. So it wouldn't work too well. So 2013, 2014, I think that's about the right time for the new consoles to come out. But let me know what you guys think. You guys may have a different perspective. Now, Microsoft prepares for the holiday season with a 3D firmware update for the Xbox 360. In preparation for upcoming 3D titles such as Gears of War 3 and Batman Arkham City, Microsoft's 3D update will enable support for stereoscopic 3D games and experiences. Notice how they did not just state games. They said experiences. I have a feeling Microsoft has some up their sleeves. Who knows, maybe Netflix can start offering 3D movies on the Xbox 360. We'll have to wait and see. But a whole lot of people are like, oh, Microsoft's just copying Sony. They weren't interested in 3D until Sony did 3D. Why do you care? If you are an Xbox 360 owner and you like 3D, congratulations, you'll be getting 3D support. If you have a PlayStation 3, you already have it, so don't complain. That's my perspective on it. Now, before we close the show, let's go ahead into my question of the week. Do you guys feel it is too early to start the next generation of consoles? What year do you guys feel that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720 should come out? We already know that the Wii U is coming out next year in 2012, but what about the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720? And then, which console do you think will launch first? Do you think that Sony's going to try to get the head start, or do you think Microsoft's going to accomplish it once again? Let me know in the comment section. That wraps up Nick's Game Review episode number 51. I appreciate you guys viewing the show. Any feedback that you can provide would be very much appreciated. You can contact me at admin@thegameraccess.com. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/thegameraccess. And you can visit thegameraccess.com. We have some more content coming. I know it's been kind of slow, but be sure to check out my Madden NFL 12 review if you have not checked it out yet. I've had a lot of people email me saying, what do you guys think of Madden NFL 12? There's a review on the website, so be sure to check that out. I also have a Facebook and a Google Plus account, which will be featured in the description of the show. Thank you guys for watching once again. Check back next week for 52. I'm out.
Access granted.